Am I the asshole for not pretending to struggle as a new mom? I have been debating if I should even post this for days, but I feel the need to hear from people that are not involved in this situation. I had my first child 4 months ago. My husband is deployed overseas, but we were lucky enough that he was able to attend the birth. Since I knew I would be a single mom basically, we planned very well before starting to even try to conceive. I saved $100 of my paycheck for over a year so I could stay home until my baby is at least 1 year old. While pregnant, I filled 2 freezers with casseroles or crock-pot packs. We have a whole room filled with baby necessities bought over 2 years. Basically whatever can make my workload lighter after giving birth. Also, as the eldest of 5 kids who was parentified to hell and back, I did not have the same fear that most new moms do. Now to the situation. I met another mom during mommy yoga. We hit it off and became friends. She had her baby 2 weeks before me. We kept in contact via SM, but didn't get around to meeting until last month. She visited me, and from the get-go was surprised at how clean my house was, and how rested I was. So I told her what I told you above. Not to brag, but because she asked. Then she invited me to her home, and when I got there she seemed on the verge of tears. Apparently her baby was sick and won't stop crying. She also has not been sleeping well. So I offered to watch her baby while she has a nap and maybe a shower. She was very thankful. I also asked if I could pick around the house a bit, and she was very grateful for that. I let her sleep for 5 hours. During that time I cleaned her living room, kitchen, and folded some laundry. I also took care of both babies. When she woke up, she was very sorry for sleeping so long, and for saddling me with childcare and housework. I said that it was fine, it's nothing I'm not used to. A day later, she sent me a long text. The gist of it is that me being so put together made her feel like a horrible mom, and that me saying that what I did for her being nothing made her feel like a total failure. She said that she wanted some space from me, because I make her feel bad about herself. I replied with okay, take all the time you need, but I did not say sorry. Then a mutual friend said that she is blasting me for not apologizing after her first text. Was I really the AH? Not the asshole. She's really self-sabotaging here. She could have had a friend to help her, but instead she's dragging you for planning well. I would have said NAH, except for that last line about her blasting you for not apologizing. That's childish, asshole behavior in this case. Not the asshole. You weren't gloating, you were just letting her know that she didn't have to worry about your well-being for helping her out. It sucks that she feels like a failure in comparison. But that's not on you. You didn't do anything rude to warrant an apology for her feeling like this. I think she needs to be seen for postpartum depression. I remember being in a mindset where I thought I wasn't doing enough, when I most certainly was. Edit removing part about mutual friend. You have nothing to apologize for. She other mom is responsible for managing her feelings, not you. Not the asshole. You're not the asshole. Everyone is different, but the other mum needs to work on her own feelings. That's her problem. Not the asshole, and wow, did she ever screw up. She blew off a friend who was willing to clean the house and take care of the bae while she napped for 5 hours. If I was an overwhelmed new mom, I sure would have sucked up my feelings to get that kind of help. Not the asshole. You didn't do it to gloat. Her sense of failure is not due to you at all. You have nothing to apologize for. Not the asshole. You have nothing to apologize for. Pretending to struggle is an thing in itself. You have empathy and gave a friend in need a hand. You don't need to be blasted for it by either friend. Jealousy and exhaustion produced that vitriolic text. Your answer was perfect, and I hope she sees that once she is in a better frame of mind. Not the asshole. WTA. You helped her, At her request, you're having an easier time due to your past experiences and prior planning. What should you apologize for? You should be the example for anyone planning on having children. She's probably hormonal and overwhelmed. Not everyone experiences birth and postpartum the same. Let her have her space. For as long as she wants, and then some. Not the asshole saying it was nothing is just a saying we didn't need to not pick every word here. Can't believe she thought past your helpfulness to actually send you that text, geez. Not the asshole. She could have asked you for advice if she's struggling so bad. Instead, she tried to find fault in you for having the audacity to watch her baby while she slept 5 hours and helped clean her house. Info: how did you save 100 of your paycheck for a year? Asking for myself. Not the asshole, and congratulations for being incredibly well prepared. It sounds like your friend is overwhelmed and may be suffering from postpartum. If you can find it in your heart to forgive this response from her, I hope she will in the future appreciate having such a kind friend in her life. Not the asshole assuming, of course, that you genuinely weren't talking her in a condescending manner. You have done nothing wrong and have nothing to apologize for. In fact, you did her a big kindness. If it were me, I probably would have responded with a lot more though. I think it does seem like a slightly curt response. I mean, if this is my friend that I care about, I probably would have at least said something like, I'm sorry she is struggling, but me not struggling as much is in no way a put down of her and that I am here for her whenever she wants to reach back out. Not the asshole. Having insecurities is one thing. Blasting someone because you have them is being shitty. Not the asshole. That's a crazy accusation she made. You can't control someone else's feelings. Her blaming you cause she feels bad about herself is complete BS. Give her all the space and move on. She seems like a lot of work you don't need. Not the asshole. Please, can you come round to my house next? Nah. Your friend's life sounds much more typical of new parenthood, and between postpartum hormones and general exhaustion, seeing you so put together was probably a massive gut punch. It's been over a decade since I've had babies and I'm a little jealous of you. Face with tears of joy, but that level of prep doesn't come without some pain and sacrifice. Just try not to turn your next interaction with her into a trauma contest on accident. Not the asshole. You were doing what you could to be kind and it's not your fault that it was taken the wrong way. You are not an AH for not apologizing. However, you do kinda come off like an AH in this post. It's great that you did all those things to prepare. But no one can prepare for a difficult baby. It sounds like you have no perspective about the fact that some babies are just hard AF no matter how prepared the parents are. You could have done all this prep and still be struggling. NAH sounds like she was searching for emotional support and didn't take it well when you weren't explicitly sympathetic. Doesn't make either of you an asshole. She could do well to keep your name out of her mouth, but who wouldn't be jealous? You're killing it, girl, kudos. You to apologize for cleaning her house, when you asked if she was okay with you cleaning her house. I would back away from this friendship, at least until she apologizes to you. It's one thing for her to be struggling as a new mother, it's another to put you on blast publicly. Not the asshole. She definitely waited until after you helped her with all of that before she let you know how she felt though. Not the asshole. She is upset that you didn't apologize for being kind and considerate. Screw this lady, you did nothing wrong. Hell, you cleaned her house and didn't make a big deal out of it for her sake. Ridiculous entitlement. Not the asshole all day. Not the asshole. Just take a step back. She is saying you're a bad person for letting her have 5 hours of sleep, looking after her baby and cleaning her house. I mean, come over to my home and do that and I will shower you with gifts. Your new friend is toxic. She feels bad about her own flaws and somehow turns it into your fault. Don't have friends who cannot handle your success.